Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to another Manchester United live preview tonight. Of course, the Champions League is back. A few games going on tonight. The first games in the group stage of the Champions League. Obviously, we play tomorrow night against BSC Young Boys, and it's a great opening game for us in the first game of the Champions League. And we're going to be previewing it tonight. And obviously, as always, I want you guys to get your voices heard. Leave your thoughts in the live chat, and I'll be reading out all of your thoughts as we go through. Obviously, I'll be giving you my lineup prediction and, of course, score prediction as well for the game. But please do feel free to leave your thoughts in the live chat. I really am interested to hear what you've got to say about this. And I'm just really excited for the Champions League to be back, guys. I'm just absolutely buzzing for it to be back. And, you know, a game like this, a game against Young Boys away from home, it's just, you know, really good to get the fans excited and, you know, back in the Champions League spirit. Welcome Red Devil Rant TV, welcome to stream. Thanks for joining, mate. If you want to go check out his channel, his link is in the description down below. And before we get into all this, please do, as you guys always do, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you do like this sort of Manchester United content, live interaction with the people that matters, the audience. So, we're going to get straight into it. Now, Young Boys currently sit top of the Swiss First Division in first place. So they've started the season really well. And I think being away from home in the Champions League, it's not going to be an easy game. And I've seen a few Man United fans and a lot of Man United fans on social media saying it should be an easy game for us. And yes, with the quality that we have, it should be, you know, on paper it should be an easy game. But in Champions League, in Europe, away from home, it sometimes doesn't work like that. In fact, a lot of the time, it doesn't work like that. I mean, on paper, you would say that Spurs should have had enough to beat Inter Milan tonight, but they didn't. They Spursed up, they bowled it in the end and lost 2-1. And, you know, a home advantage in the Champions League can mean so much to a team. So we have to be really careful of Young Boys. Yes, this is definitely a team which we'd be expected to beat, and considering the, considering the sorry, I'm seeing a few bad sound. What's going on here? Oh, I know. Wait, hold on. Right, turn that down. Oh, it was echoing. I do apologise, guys. I do apologise. It was echoing. I wish I could start this stream again, to be honest. I wish I could start again, because that is really annoying. But yeah, I realise it's echoing now, so hopefully it's not echoing. I really do apologise to you guys who had your headphones in or anything like that. I do apologise for that. I completely forgot that it was echoing. So yeah, thank you for telling me, guys. Really appreciate it. So we can get on to it now. Now, obviously, you know, Young Boys, as I've just mentioned there, they're not going to be an easy side. Obviously, playing away from home in the Champions League is never easy. Even, you know, when we are playing a team like Young Boys, who, you know, let's be frank, the Swiss League. A bit of a pun there. The Swiss League is nowhere near as good in quality as the top 5 leagues in the world. But then again, we've seen some good teams coming from it. Obviously, Basel, a very good European team, has definitely come from from Switzerland, and they've got a few decent players. So we have to be wary of it. We definitely have to be wary of it. So yeah, oh, it's better. That's good. It's better. But yeah, I think we have to be wary. I think I've seen a few Man United fans on social media saying, it should be an easy game. If we're not up by 2 goals, you know, we should be ashamed of ourselves at half time, whatever. It's not going to go like that. I really don't think it's going to go like that. And obviously, you know, we're the team with more, Champions League pedigree than them. And as I said, on paper, we should be beating them. But as I said, it doesn't work like that. It really doesn't work like that. So we have to be careful. We really do have to be careful. And these are the sort of games, yes, in our group, considering how Juventus and Valencia are, the strength of those two opponents. The 2 games home and away against Young Boys, we have to make sure we get the result, because if we don't get the result, we really could be in trouble in the other games. It puts a lot more pressure on them, which we definitely do not need. Just want to say welcome to the guys who are watching. Welcome Fergie United, welcome Sick Ball, and welcome Red Devil Rant TV, and also welcome Dazza1 to stream, guys. If you haven't already, please do leave a like. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And yeah, just obviously leave your thoughts in the live chat. I want to take your questions. I want to, gauge your point of view. How are you feeling going into this game? Are you excited the Champions League is back? And who would you start? I want to see your starting 11s as well. So all that good stuff, leave that sort of stuff in the live chat. Fergie Knight says, Manchester United never make it easy for themselves. Yeah, exactly. Going away in Europe, and historically, especially since Sir Alex Ferguson left, we've never made it easy for ourselves in the Champions League or any competition, really, in any game. And we saw in the Watford game, we were 2-0 up and cruising, and then we let them come back into the game. And I totally agree, we never make it easy for ourselves, which is why I think that this game against Young Boys is going to be difficult. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be a difficult game. So we need to really, play to the best of our ability. It's going to be a hostile atmosphere. They're going to be up for it as well. Playing Manchester United at their home ground. Who's not going to be up for it is the question. So, yeah, I totally agree. I think, we always do seem to make it hard for ourselves. So I don't think it's going to be all plain sailing. So don't be surprised if we see if you see an early goal go in or a bit of early pressure from Young Boys on Manchester United. Although we do need to win this game, and you would expect us to win this game, and I do expect us to win this game. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as some Man United fans make out. But we'll see what happens. It could be an absolute walkover. It could be, it could be a really tight game. In fact, we could potentially draw this game. I'm not ruling now. I'm definitely not ruling out a draw because yeah, Young Boys, I haven't really watched them too much. I haven't really watched them play, so they're going to be very unpredictable for me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it definitely, because obviously going back into the Champions League, you have to look forward to those European nights, and going away from home, the hostile atmosphere. It's going to be great. It really is going to be great to watch. And we might see a few different faces in the team as well. Mourinho might change up the team, and I'm going to talk about that now as well. Obviously, Diogo Dalot has travelled with the Manchester United squad. Valencia hasn't travelled because of his dodgy knee, and obviously this game is being played on an artificial pitch. So that potentially, the risk of injury was not the one that he wanted to take. So I would like to see Dalot play it right back rather than Ashley Young. Yes, you could potentially say, he's only played 2 under-23s games. To throw him straight into a Champions League away game might be kind of throwing him into the deep end a bit. But I feel that I would much rather see Dalot play, or at least feature, than Ashley Young. I feel like Ashley Young, yes, he can do a job for us at times, but I just want to see some new faces in there. And Ashley Young, as I said, he can be a resourceful player, but yeah, I just want to see Dalot play. I want to see him tested against some decent players. So we'll see. We'll see if Jose Mourinho does indeed go for Diogo Dalot, and hopefully he does go for him. But in my predicted 11, I'm not going to have him in. I just feel like Mourinho is probably going to go through Ashley Young. He seems to definitely favour Ashley Young. So I think Dalot, probably his opportunity will come against Derby County rather than in this game. But obviously, you guys, you can leave your thoughts in the live chat on that, on the Dalot stuff and anything else as well. Please leave your thoughts. But yeah, I would love to see Dalot play, and if they don't play, I'll be pretty disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, I would be disappointed. At least come off the bench or something. I want to see him play. At least come off the bench, something like that. But it's going to be such an interesting game, guys. I think it's going to be interesting more than anything. Just because the way that we haven't really seen Young Boys play too much. At least a lot of the fan base hasn't really seen Young Boys play. I mean, I especially haven't seen Young Boys play at all. So I'm just looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how they play and see how we react to it. Because I think Jose Mourinho's tactics, so far have been very much reactionary. He likes to react to what the other team's tactics are. So, I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to it as well. And leave your thoughts in the live chat if you are looking forward to it. And any opinions at all that you have on this game, let me know. Fergie United comes in with my starting 11. De Gea, Dalot, Bailly, Smalling, Shaw, Fred, Pogba, Martial and Lingard. Interesting there. I mean, obviously, the Martial debate, whether Martial starts or whether whether Martial starts or whether Sanchez starts, or would Sanchez get dropped for this game? Obviously, Fergie United there going with the latter option, that Sanchez would get dropped for the game. And I think if Sanchez was to get dropped, I think this sort of game would be a good game to do it. I think to start Martial, give him another opportunity, because Martial, for me, I'm not sure about you guys, I'm not sure if he's really taking his opportunities to shine. Yes, you could argue we're kind of putting him in against in game situations and against teams which aren't exactly we're putting, which isn't exactly ideal for his sort of style of player going forward, attacking and him having freedom, because I definitely agree that he plays much better when he has freedom. But I just feel that, Martial in this game would be absolutely perfect, get him running at the young boys' back line. And I feel like Martial does need to start taking his opportunities a bit more. I think he needs to, if he really wants to, state his claim in the team, if he really wants to, have a good run in the team and, get back into Jose Mourinho's good books, he needs to take his opportunities. And unfortunately, he hasn't done that for me so far this season. So yeah, I think I would start Martial for this game, and I hope Mourinho does start Martial for this game. And I think he will start Martial for this game. I feel like he will. And yeah, obviously, also in that starting lineup, you've put Fred in there as well. Fred instead of Fellaini, and I feel that Fred definitely will start for Manchester United. I've no doubt about that. I feel that obviously Fellaini on Saturday night was absolutely fantastic. That I think we saw his performance. We were really encouraging. But for me, I think that Fred, he's been out of the team for a while, and I think against young boys we don't have to take too much of a risk. No, we don't have to kind of really defend for we don't have to. For me, I don't think we really have to shore up the back line or have someone in front of the back line protecting, because they're young boys, and I'm not trying to estimate them, but really we should have enough quality defensively and offensively to win the game. There's no doubt about that. But we'll wait and see. But yeah, I hope Fred gets a start, and I feel like he would be ideal in this game, just to kind of have a link between the defence and attack, and build those moves which we need to see. Welcome Henry Plitt, welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. He says, going to watch the game in Bern. Hopefully we can get those 3 points. Well, lucky you, mate. Lucky you going to watch the game, and hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully we do get those 3 points, and I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will get those 3 points. Welcome Yash, welcome to the stream, Yash. Thanks for joining, mate. Please leave a like, guys, as well if you haven't already. Let's try and hit 10 likes for the stream. So if you haven't already, I really appreciate you hitting that like button. Yash says we should have an easy win. Rashford and Fred and Delo hopefully start. Yeah, I mean obviously Rashford's not suspended for Champions League games, which is great, because I think Rashford is a good option off the bench. I feel like we're going to start Martial on the left wing, but potentially there's a spot for Rashford on the right-hand side. I think that'd be an absolutely deadly combination of Martial, Lukaku and Rashford. Just absolute raw pace from all three of them. So, and I think that would really scare young boys, and if they'd be really hard to deal with, really difficult, a big handful for young boys as well. So. Oh, I'm trying not to say innuendo things, guys. I do apologise. But yeah. But we have talked, obviously, about Fred and Delo, and I think I'd like to see Delo start. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but I'd definitely love to see Delo start. And also, I'd like to see Fred start as well. All three of those players that you mentioned, I would definitely like to see start in the game. Also, I do apologise for this camera, guys. I don't know what's going on. Yash says, do you think Pogba can be rested? We need him for the Wolves match. That's a good point. I think we do need Pogba for the Wolves match. I think it's going to be a difficult match, and I think Pogba, will be a key part, have a key role to play. And I feel like in this match, I do think we have enough, a midfield quality and enough midfield, enough midfield, depth in our squad to get through this match. I do. I think. Pogba, we probably could rest Pogba, I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure if Mourinho is going to rest Pogba, but it's a good point you raise. Obviously, if we do rest Pogba, he'll have a whole week rest before the Wolves game, and hopefully he can perform at the best of his ability, because we do need to start clawing back points in the league and, make sure we keep tabs on the league leaders. And, Wolves is not going to be an easy game for us. There's no doubt about it. They're a very difficult side to beat, even when they play away from home. So, we'll have to be careful. We really have to be careful. Fergie United says, how many shots will we have in the game? And if we don't have many, is that another reason that say Jose isn't fit for the job? Well, I mean, yeah, I think against Young Boys, we should be the team on top. We should be the team, really creating the most chances. And I think we will create the most chances. And I think if Young Boys somehow are aiming to, are able to, have more shots than us in the game, I think there definitely, questions will have to be asked after the game. And I think we will do all right. I think we will be okay. And I think we will create more chances, even though Young Boys are away from home. But we have to, make sure we're switched on defensively. We have to make sure that, we're switched on to it, because I do think Young Boys will have a few decent chances in the game. And if they do score those chances, we could be in real trouble. Yash says, with Chelsea playing Paul, we should make ground on them. Well, that's a good point. I didn't know that Chelsea were playing Liverpool, but it is good. Obviously, the two top teams in the league. Hopefully that is a draw, so we can gain points on them. I think if we win, we'll go to 12 points, and if it's a draw, then they'll go on to 16 points, so that means we'll only be 4 points behind the top, which is not too bad at this point in the season. Yashel says we should get the win tomorrow without injuries. Hate plastic pitches. Yeah, they can be really difficult to play on, and we just have to, I totally agree, we have to manoeuvre those plastic pitches and get the result. And if we don't, I think it'll be a very embarrassing night for Manchester United. Probably one of the most embarrassing nights in the football club's history. But yeah, if we can get out of that without any injuries, especially injuries to some of our key players. So yeah, we have to. I totally agree. And I think, yeah, plastic pitches are really annoying because, yes, obviously, they're neater, but in the end of the day, it's just not what professional players are used to playing on. And I know, it's not an excuse. Professional players shouldn't be, professional players shouldn't be kind of going, oh, it's a plastic pitch, that's our excuse. There's no excuses. But still, we need to play better. We need to win the game, and regardless of the pitch, in spite of the pitch, you might be able to say. I'm going to give my lineup prediction now. You guys can give your lineup predictions in the live chat. And also, if you are watching this as a kind of podcast video, please do get your lineup predictions in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear them. So, I'm going to go with, obviously, De Gea in goal. Back four for me, I'm going to go Luke Shaw. Hopefully he's back in the side, and hopefully he can sort of hit the heights of the form that he showed before he got injured. Two centre-backs, I'd like to see Smalling and Bailly. I'd like to see Eric Bailly come back into the team just because, he's been out for a few games and I want to see him come back in, and I think against Young Boys is a great opportunity for him to come back into the side. Then I'd like to see Delot start. I'm not sure if he will. I feel like Ashley Young is going to start. So in my predicted 11, I'm going to put Ashley Young, but in my ideal 11, I would have had Delot starting, but obviously you guys can have your say in the live chat as well. Three in midfield, I'm going to go with Pogba, Fred, and Matic. I feel like that's the three in midfield that he's going to go for. Potentially, Matic could be swapped out for Ander Herrera or someone like that. So yeah, I feel like it's going to be Matic. I think, okay, I'm going to predict Herrera, Pogba, and Fred. And then up front, I'm going to go with Martial, Lukaku, and Lingard. So that is my, predicted 11 for the game. We'll see if it does come true. Hopefully, I'll be happy with it. I'm not too bogged down with team selection. As long as the team on the field plays to the best of their ability, I'm not too unhappy, really. So, yeah. Yash says, I'm predicting 3-0. I'll rest Smalling, Lindelof, and Bailly, Young, and Shaw. Lindelof, Bailly, Young, and Shaw at the back. I'd say that, as I said, I think that'd be a decent back four. I think Smalling, has played really well in the past few games. I think we do need to keep him fit because he looks like he's probably the best midfielder we've got, centre-back we've got at the moment. So, yeah, I totally agree. We need to keep Smalling fit. I'd agree with that. I just think that Mourinho will probably go back to Chris Smalling just because Mourinho likes to play, reliable players. He likes to play people who he knows is going to do the job for him, and I feel like Smalling will do that. He also goes for Fred, Matic, Pogba, Lukaku, Sanchez, Mata. So in the debate whether Martial or Sanchez is going to start, Yash here has gone with Sanchez to start. So there you go. I feel like Sanchez could potentially start. There's no doubt about it. But I feel that Martial is going to get the opportunity from the start. And I'll be happy if that happens, to be honest. I will be happy if that happens because I want to see him get a proper opportunity and hopefully not waste it as well. I don't want to see Martial wasting those opportunities. But yeah, I'm hoping. Obviously, you said 3-0 there. again, that'd be such a great result away from home in the Champions League to start off with a 3-0 win. We actually started our campaign last season at home to Basel, another Swiss team, with a 3-0 win. So, but away from home against Swiss teams, we've been historically quite crap. So we need to wake up really, and we need to start well in the Champions League, especially with the type of the caliber of the teams in our group. You know, Juventus. I think both games we were lucky to get draws out of both of them, and Valencia. Historically, we've been pretty poor against Spanish sides. So we have to be, we have to win this game. We have to win this game. There's no doubt about it. But my score prediction for the game, I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Manchester United. I feel that, you know, Young Boys is not going to be an easy game. I think it's going to be, you know, kind of, really difficult. That there's going to be a lot of pressure on us, and they're going to put a lot of pressure on us, and they've got the home fans behind them. But I feel that our quality is going to shine through in the end. I think it's going to be 3-1. I think Lukaku is going to score. And I think Martial as well, if he plays, is going to score. And potentially, I mean, obviously I'm only doing this on my predicted lineup, but I feel like Pogba as well could get a goal. So those are my 3 goal scorers. That is my score prediction as well. But 3-1 win for Manchester United. I'll take that all day long at this stage. Yes, there's 3 consecutive wins will give us a very good confidence. Also, media can shut off for some time. Yeah, exactly. 3 wins on the bounce really would be great going into that Wolves game. And, we should get our 4th win on the bounce. And yeah, it's really in the season, it's all about building winning runs, and building confidence. And I think back-to-back wins would be, just the way to do that. And I feel like we are going to. I'm very hopeful going into this game. I do think it's going to be a difficult one. I don't think it's going to be as easy as some say, but I'm hopeful. I'm definitely hopeful going into the game, and I'm hoping for a 3-1 victory to Manchester United. But any victory really in the Champions League group stage, any victory is what you want. Anything, just literally the 3 points is all that matters in the group. And I'm hoping that Juventus and Valencia draw their first game. That'd be the perfect start to match day 1 of the Champions League for us, if that did happen. As I said, guys, if you are watching, please do leave a like. That'd be absolutely fantastic. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, just subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are 5 away from 400 subscribers. So if you are new or want to share the stream, anything like that, please do. I really would appreciate that. And if you want to share around with your mates, anything like that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game, guys. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping we can bag the 3 points. And Juventus, I'm looking forward to playing Juventus under the lights at Old Trafford. It's going to be a great game. It really is going to be a great game. It's even for the neutral. I think the neutral will enjoy. Obviously, Ronaldo coming back to Old Trafford. The Champions League is just so great. Obviously, Liverpool versus PSG is on right now. And, that game is brilliant as well. So, just the Champions League throws up so many great ties between so many big teams. Obviously, this time, Man United Young Boys isn't exactly a blockbuster tie, but I'm so excited for the Champions League to get underway tomorrow, and hopefully you guys are. But that is where I'm going to end the stream tonight, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks to everyone who has tuned in live. If you are watching this as a bit of a podcast live stream video, please do get your thoughts in the comment section down below. I read all the comments, and I want to gauge your thoughts in what you think is going to, what you think is going to happen in the game. What are your predictions? And yeah, so thank you very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel, of course, if you are new. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the review of the BSC Young Boys versus Manchester United game. And hopefully we come back with the 3 points. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a bit.